so I know some of you guys have been struggling to build some zombie decks, but basically this is about the core, so one copy of Bloom, one copy of Mad Muller, 3 copies of Uni, and then it's 2 to 3 copies of Mizuki, depending on how you're feeling, I suppose 3 of Solitaire, and then you would run 2 of Gozuki if you're running Zombie Reborn, which you run as a 3 or 2 of, but I think 3 is probably a bit better, not sure. So then we have Banshee, which you run at 3 or 2. Changshi, you run at 1 or 2. 2 if you're running Zombie Reborn, otherwise you should run 1 copy. And then we have Jacko Bullen. Jacko Bullen, just for the purposes of this build, I'd say 3, because we're going more pure here. And we're only at 30 cards because I'm just showing off the core. You can just put in whatever staples you want alongside these 30 or so cards. Bullen, I mean, you can run Bullen as a 1 of, 2 of, 3 of, I don't think it really matters. Bullen is just that good of a card. And then Doom King Ballad Rock is a 1 of or 2 of, but I myself prefer 2. Uncle Mesra, you either run this as a 1 of or a none of. And then, yeah, Zombie World, probably just 3 of. For the extra deck, we'll have Immortal Dragon, we have Shooting Riser Dragon, Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon. You can cut this out, but if you need to fill up some space, this is a cheap option to do so. I mean, it's part of the structure deck now, but whatever. Chaos Ruler. I wouldn't say Ruler is mandatory, but you can play Chaos Ruler. There's some synergy. Skeleton Dragon Felgrand. Felgrand, well, when you're zombie locked, like with Mauler or something, this is the only 8 you can make, so I mean, yeah. Back to Shooting Riser for a second though. Shooting Riser can dump Scythe, adjust its own level to 2, similar to Immortal Dragon, changing itself to level 2 when you send like a Mizuki or something. So, something like Shooting Riser, I don't know, Fulgurant Ruler, whatever, make Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord, and you do so by dumping Scythe, and then you go ahead and on your opponent's like standby or draw phase, Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord effect to special summon Artifact Scythe. So we have Virtual World QB Shinshin. Not mandatory, but it's a card you can run. It's a 9. And in terms of good 9s, there aren't too many, so Shinshin is a good one. Baron de Fleur. Baron is just overall good. Pop 1, Omni Negate, Standby. Special summon a level 9 or lower monster in your graveyard. Turn this card to the extra deck. Special summon that monster. Sword Soul Supreme, Sovereign, Chengying. Chengying is Chengying. Yes. Dugars is a card you can make as well. Dugars has some utility as well, and you can discard 1, draw 2. You can also special summon a monster from your graveyard. And there's also some other options we have, like, oh, hold up, misspelling there. We have Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss. So you can just detach 1 material from this card and choose a number from 1 to 3 and send that many cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard, so you'll probably just send 3. So it's kind of like, I guess one way to put it is get a ruler. And Beatrice as well. Not, well, I mean, we're not using Dante to make Beatrice here, but Beatrice can be used to dump whatever card you need. Beatrice is pretty good. And you can make Beatrice reasonably. There are certain adjustments you can make to make it more consistent to bring out Beatrice, but for example though, like Changshi Engrave, Zombie Reborn on Changshi, banish Changshi from deck. The Changshi from deck would special summon itself via its own effect, and you special summon the other Changshi off of Zombie Reborn. So then Changshi sends a zombie, and then you can make Beatrice. So then we also have the Zombie Vampire. Both players send 4 from the top of their deck to the graveyard, and you can special summon any monster that was milled by this effect. Then we have Vampire Sucker. Good to just link off stuff and get a small amount of advantage here and there. Avendrid Savior. Avendrid Savior will go ahead and actually this can play through be played under skill drain because the effect is to lower the attack and the cost is sending a zombie from deck. So pretty cool card. Can't really be negated there. And it just sends a card like similar to like Unizombie, for example. And then we have Vampire Fascinator. If you link summon this card, special summon one of your opponent's monsters. This is any monster. And then you can special summon it to your field in defense position. It's not negated. And then you're locked into zombie monsters for the rest of the turn. You also have the option to tribute a vampire monster and target one monster your opponent controls until the end phase. I mean, we have Apollosa here because you can run Apollosa. You get quite a few monsters on the board. Other options are like generic stuff like IP Mask, Access Code. You can also run like Yugioh, specifically this one. Sometimes you just need to link stuff off, and when you're under a zombie lock, like let's say you bloom or something, I guess this is a decent option. Like, honestly, I don't think this card is even that good, so whatever. You could honestly just shove in like a second sucker instead of like Apollosa or Yugioh, and it'd still be perfectly playable, but it's a decent option. And some people play like Union Carrier as well, like, oh, whoops. Union Carrier, so you can like attach like a Mizuki to one of your monsters that you know you're going to like link off, and then well, I mean, either way, you're getting the monster off the field and then they'll drop the Mizuki into the graveyard and you can use Mizuki effect like as a monster reborn, I guess. And that's one of the uses you have for Union Carrier. And then let's see, anything else I am missing that is important? I don't think so. So I think that's most of everything here. There's also the Swallow Slash package, of course, so you can just throw in this. And then we'll... oh, go on. Alright. So then we can also throw in one copy of Spearmaster to play with our Swallow Slash package, for example. And that's like pop 3, which is pretty cracked. No way to search it, though. But it's good. You have the Danger package as well that you can run as per usual. Danger with an exclamation mark. It's something like this. But you might notice like the package is pretty hefty when you play it like this. You don't have much room for staples, but I mean, let's just cut some corners here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. This. And now we have brought it down to 23. If you want to bring it down to more, we can go like this, and we're down to 21. Now you have 19 slots for all your staples, like, I don't know. Held by Imperm. Let's throw in 3 of Imperm, sure. Raigeki. Anything else in particular? I guess we can cut Elgil as well, and if you really want, you can cut 1 copy of Doom King, but I think 2 is good to play. So let's say, honestly, the ratios here for zombies looking kind of low to me. Not sure, but sure, throw in 2 of these. Lightning Stone. Ash Blossom. Sure. Ghost Bell. And let's do, I don't know, Warner. But like for practicing specifically, I would recommend just, you don't need to play hand traps when you're practicing the deck. And if you just take out all the staples like Imperm, Cult Vibe, because you know the bot like Dragon Army won't really be maxing you or hitting you with Ash Blossom or anything, so just having like all combo pieces basically to play off of, that's completely fine in solo. So we don't actually have a legit hand test function still, so I would recommend doing that if you want to test your combos in Master Duel. Like, certainly I can play that, huh? These two cards don't really help me practice, and I just keep rerolling hands till I get a good one to practice with. Whatever. I guess in this build to round it out, maybe just go like, well, I mean, most people play Maxi now, I guess, so, sure. And then, I don't know. Adjustment. Slight adjustment. Yeah, sure. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Like that. I guess, and that's fine. I mean, you're probably better off running this through here, though. Like this, maybe? But, I mean, you can play around with what staples you want with the core. It's not set in stone. You can even head down like a copy of Zombie World if you're feeling. It is your deck at the end of the day, not mine. But I hope this helps you out in deck building quite a bit. This is basically, well, this is a very basic version of the deck, I would say, so there are different engines you can run as well alongside this. So for example, you can run like not even Solitaire, you can just take Solitaire straight up out of the deck. For example, run some Punk stuff. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. Alright. Punk stuff. I don't know, I have like some copies of this, some copies of these. I don't know, something like this. Throw in some E-Telly as well. I don't know. Up to you how you play this deck. I hope this helps you build the deck how you want it. There are quite a few extra deck options you can go as well, like if you're feeling insane like a crazy person, you can play the Zodiac Zeus engine, where you just go into like Chakra 9, Trident, maybe pop 1, go Borbo, maybe go into some of these first, then Borbo, attack, make Zeus, you just have a fatty Zeus, and you just go into that off of any like 2/4s on your field. But, yeah, that's about it. But if you guys feel like having some fun, I guess you can also try playing in Duel Room on the Unlimited rule set and play some Hulk. Hulk really does make the deck a lot more consistent, a bit more better. All of that good stuff. But, aside from that, I don't think I'm missing anything else. Well, I don't think I'm missing anything important, right? Taking a bit with this outro here, but yeah. I guess we'll leave it at here for today. I hope this helped you guys out. Kind of been doing like an outro for several minutes, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoy the new zombie cards. And the structure at least did bring down the entry level cost for making this deck. So yeah, see ya.